Hi. Okay, so I wanted to speak about the Ten Commandments. Cause listen, I'm far from perfect. Uh, People keep on asking me like, "Oh, why do you believe in God? Why am I the way that I am and everything?" Like I know, like a lot of people talk really bad about me, and I don't care. If you were to be faced with evil, literally, if you were to see things and experience things so horrible that you cannot describe, supernatural stuff, uh, trust me, like, God's gonna put you through things in order for you to reach out to Him eventually. Uh, I do not wish whatever happened to me, whatever I've experienced, I seriously don't even know how I don't know how I managed if it wasn't for God, for real. Like even my own family never protected me. Like my own family wanted to harm me like since I was born. Okay? So the only explanation I have of why I'm alive is literally God, and yeah. I if only you knew how many times that I was so pissed. I was like, "Oh, I didn't ask for this. Why? Like, just why? Like, I didn't sign up for this." But then I, I knew that I did sign up for it. We all sign up for the lives we're living. All of us. We have a contract before coming to Earth, okay? It sounds crazy, but it's true. Just the fact that you're alive today, uh, it shows because the devil wants all humankind dead. Like he wants every single human dead. He hates us. He hates us with a passion. He's like a little kid, like having a tantrum, like at a grocery store, like he didn't get what he wanted. Okay, he hates us. The fact that you're alive today is because you have not accomplished your mission yet. Like God has a plan for you, and even I thought, like, why did you even create us? If you were to know what's waiting for us, and it's not that like like you have to like how they make it seem like you have to die and then like hope for the best, whatever your soul goes, or if you believe in it or if you don't believe in it. No, 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 no. It's the spiritual realm. The spirit realm is infinite. It's eternal, and that's what we are. There's many years ago I made a video saying that we're 10th dimensional. And this is back then when I used to drink like a lot, and I was like, I was with my ex, I was doing voodoo on me, all kinds of. I was going through like intense witchcraft attacks. I still am, but what's up? It's all good, whatever. If you were to know what's actually like waiting for you, what God has for you, how much He loves you, how much He has for you, and those who believe in Him and want to know Him and everything, you're gonna experience the blessings in this realm as well. Let me tell you, I'm just confirming everything that like by the media, everything. Like, why do you see like so much like evil, so much you see the devil everywhere, like all the entertainment industry, all the music industry, everywhere you see it. It's so easy for you to believe in the enemy, but you struggle believing in good. And then you're like, oh, why is there so much evil in the world? Look at your actions. Are you trying to be better? No, you're still gossiping. You're still doing this. You're still doing that. You still you get frustrated easily, and then you just like you don't even try to be part of something that's gonna make the world better. Okay, that is why I don't care about what's said about me. If I sound crazy, if I sound like a complete lunatic, that I'm on this, that I'm on that, I'm sorry. How many people are... I don't care about the rumors. I don't care about the stories made. I don't care about my past. I don't care about this, about that, because I needed my past. I needed the things I lived and all the that was going on around me that wasn't even true. I needed that in order to become the person that I am today. I developed endurance. I developed, I don't know what I developed, but I just know that at the end of the day, the only person that could judge us is not a person. It's not a human being. That is why I don't rely on people's words. I don't rely on people's opinions. I love them. I love them from a distance, if anything. I'm not gonna stop somebody's opinion to, like, my own family doesn't even like me. Like, does that stop me from being me? No. Anyway, so I want to speak about the Ten Commandments, and like, have you understand God in a more personal way? For example, you have the Ten Commandments is you should have no other gods, graven images, and like icons and stuff. Blasphemy. Do you use your parents' names whenever you're like disgusted by something? Whenever you're pissed at something, do you use your parents' names? No, you don't. Why? Because you respect them, you love them. Why do you think there's so much blasphemy in the media? Already we say, oh my God, all the time. We take it for granted. How many people say something happens and say, oh, Jesus, and like it's horrible. When something bad happens to you, do you say your own name? Do you say your parents' names? No, you don't. Stop saying it. Because the Jesus name, it holds so much power in the spirit realm. Why do you think whenever you have sleep paralysis, whenever you're like you're in that realm, you're like in between, whenever you're sleeping, you're awake, you're confused, some of you will understand what I'm trying to say. You cannot say Jesus. It's a demonic attack. Sleep paralysis is a demonic attack. They're gonna try to like justify it with like everything that's psychological, this physiological. No, it's a demonic attack. You're in between realms and there's a spirit attacking you. Okay. Then it says, one of the other commandments is respect the Sabbath. Why do you think it's a universal thing of going out on Friday and Saturday, and then going to church on Sunday? The Sabbath should start Friday evening. It's the seventh day is whenever God rested. Okay, so it should start then. You're supposed to rest. But this world made it in a way that you should go out and sin. Because, trust me, professional over here, I was a disaster. How many times I lost my freaking shoes going, like, many of you, like, probably heard stories about me. I was a mess. I'm telling you. But the days that are consecrated for you to spend time not working, resting with your family, being more spiritual, letting like technology and everything aside, and like just being spiritual and being closer to God. Those days the devil made it into a way that you would go and sin instead. And then Sunday go to church. Like, no. Anyways, then bear false witness, and then shall not covet. Covet is envy and jealousy. So whatever. Okay, those are the 10 commandments. But I want you guys to understand, these were the commandments that God gave to Moses when he was taking people out of slavery for 400 years. What I mean, it's not that it's a strict book. It was just, imagine being born into slavery. Those were just guidelines of what it would be to be with God only. Like, coming out of a place where the Anunnaki, the Nephilim, giants, hybrids, all these demonic entities, the pharaohs, it's just evil, pure evil. The Israelites, sorry, were slaves. So why do you think it says you should have no other gods? Because the Egyptians had all these hybrids, fallen angels, all these Anunnaki. I'm saying Anunnaki, but they're fallen angels. Hybrids with, yeah, spiritual powers for sure. And they were afraid of them. Those were their gods. They were engraved images. That's why it says no engraved images, like not nothing physical, no image, no nothing. Don't worship those things, because that's all they knew. That's all they knew. God is within you. Christ is within you. Okay? But Christ came later. But it says no other gods. How many gods did the Egyptians have? Okay? So God sent them Moses to liberate them finally from all their sins and all the iniquities that were going on and whatever, slavery, sends them Moses, and Moses had a speech problem. He used to stutter. So you see, God uses like vessels that are just like the underdog. He loves people that are overlooked. I swear, like that he's such a good God. I'm telling you. Then there's the blasphemy, and then there's the Sabbath, because they were slaves. They were used to working 24/7. They were abused and used, and there was no day off. So God gave Moses that commandment of they should have a day where they rest. They should have no other gods, and they should have no items, no idols, no nothing. He is their God now. Okay? Then kill, steal, and adultery. You shall not kill, steal, and commit adultery. It was such a primitive law. But it's all they knew because they were slaves. Whenever you're born to slavery, you're going to teach your daughter what to do in order not to get raped, in order not to get beaten, in order to have enough, in order to do this, in order to get away with this, in order to get just survival. So what do people do to survive whenever they don't have a God? They steal, they kill, and it's just chaos, right? So they would steal to survive. They would, people were just abusing each other because they were slaves. So one could be married, but then your pharaoh master wants to sleep with you and this and that, and you find it normal, and in order to survive you have to, and then like, you understand what I mean? It was just like the basics to normalize them after coming out of slavery. Then bear false witness. People would lie in order to survive. Even if they stole something, I'm so, I get so emotional. I get like all over the place. People would steal, and they would blame someone else. And then they would maybe like share that whatever they stole with another person in order to be a false witness. Now I'm getting it. It was really all about surviving, and God really wanted to state those 10 commandments in order for them to be at least normal human beings and to feel at peace. Then shall not covet. Okay, it's everything that's envy and jealousy. Envy and jealousy are spirits. That was my fault if you heard anything funny. Envy and jealousy. So do not envy your neighbor. Do not, and envy is more powerful than jealousy. Jealousy, like whenever people are jealous, they're gonna see you have something and they're gonna want the same thing. Envy, on the other hand, is whenever you see somebody have something, but you don't want them to have it. So you're gonna It's super evil. It's super evil. So the Ten Commandments are literally whenever God wanted to reassure the Israelites that they were gonna be in good hands and to start being normal human beings, to start behaving properly. That they were no longer in captivity, they were no longer in danger, they did not have to sin in order to survive, and he understood that. Whenever Moses took them out of Egypt, Exodus, yeah, I'm getting Exodus because there's a lot of things going on right now in the spirit realm. Whenever Moses took them out, it's like, and you know how they were 40 years in the desert? It's because they kept on complaining. They kept on complaining, and God made it even tougher for them on purpose. You think he has no power over space and time? No, it's a two-hour drive to Sahara Desert. I don't know, maybe 4 hours or something. I don't know. I didn't check, but like that's what I'm getting. 4 days? I don't know. I'm getting 4. But he made it on purpose for them to humble themselves. They had to humble themselves because many of them, they wanted to go back to Egypt. They wanted to go back into captivity. So it's like, imagine you living a abusive relationship with a narcissist. And now you have to start from zero. And you're going to start thinking, oh yeah, but I was better off over there, even though he abused me, even though she was cheating on me, even though this, even though that. You guys, you have to understand, the Bible is not just, not only it's real, not only it's true, not only it's history repeating itself, but there's so many lessons out of it. It's a guidebook. Like literally, it's God's word for you to survive and confide in Him. Have trust in Him. And you're gonna see, you could apply your scenario to so many stories in the Bible. There is, for example, yeah, like leaving a relationship. Some people go back to the same toxic relationships because they were comfortable in whatever they knew. And they don't have trust in God, that God's pulling them out of there, telling them, trust me, I have something better for you. Just follow my rules, follow my steps, follow my guidance, follow my words, trust me. And it's like sometimes he's going to take something, like he's going to take like a little teddy bear away from you, telling you trust me. And he has this like huge bear behind his back, like ready to give it to you. But he's going to test your trust. It's simple principles they have to follow. I don't know. I had to make this video because I just had to. There's a lot of evil that's coming up, you guys. A lot of evil, a lot of evil. When there's evil, you have to understand that there's good. And I told you all this because I want you to understand that He's an understanding God. He knows the things that you could be facing. He's a forgiving God. He gives you... How many times He sent you people that already like warned you about situations? He took care of you more times than you could even imagine. I'm getting a lot, like everybody that has been into like in a narcissistic with someone that was narcissistic, that dated someone that was a narcissist, it was like a spiritual boot camp. He's gonna allow people to come to train you. And sometimes, this is what I'm getting, sometimes he's gonna send back an ex to you. And you know how everyone's like, oh, not today, Satan. Well, he allows the devil to bring that person back to you and test whether you're still stupid or not. I'm telling you, once he sees your maturity, that's when he's gonna know you're ready for the next person to come. Someone that he ordained to, to like level up to your being. I don't know what to say. um, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm like a bit like all over the place. It's just because I don't know why. Like I'm being pushed to say stuff, but I'm so sorry if I don't make sense. But I hope I do. Anyways, I'm gonna shut up now. I love you guys so much. Even though most of you don't like me, it's okay. Mwah. God bless you, and if anybody needs anything, don't be shy. I'm not the best. I don't know what I'm doing, but I love you. Okay, bye.